KPXJ CW21 Independence Day Festival. You know, it's just about a week away, and it promises a whole lot of fun for the entire family, especially the kids. In Georgia, an armed man kidnapped a father and son, but the tables turned and they ended up shooting the kidnapper, and he's dead now. All right, drivers in DeSoto Parish, listen up. A second drag line, just like the one we had in May, will be crossing I-49 tonight. Here's what you need to know. Oh, they were so close. They were like right there. Oh, my goodness. Florida taking down the Tigers in game 2 of the final and winning the school's first baseball national title. I thought Florida had won one before, but apparently this is their first one. Tiger Nation still hurting, and I'm sure Alex, AA, still hurting as well. What went wrong for the purple and gold, Alex? One of the interesting things that we've seen touring here in South Bossier is that some of the man-made levees, some of them are working, others aren't. There's so much water that the levees that have been working, the water is slowly creeping up to them, and it could be just a matter of time before they're overtaken too. All right, now to a GMA parenting alert about the dangers of indoor heat stroke. A mother's warning getting a lot of attention after she posted a photo revealing her 2-year-old nearly dying while napping in her bedroom on a very hot day. Mirashia Vacampo has the story. Hello everyone, I'm Devon Patton. We thank you for joining us this midday. Up top, this midday on the top of a lot of people's minds is where is Deshaun Cumbest. He's 7 years old and lost somewhere underneath the city streets. We're going to take you live for the latest. Andrea Finney's been following this heartbreaking story for us all morning. Andrea, what can you tell us now?
Right now we're here.
All right, Andrea, we thank you for covering the story as well, keeping us posted and update on what's happening. Hopefully we'd like to cover. Here we go. We're going to actually stay here. Looks like they're going to start that press conference right now there at the fire department there with what appears, it looks like Chief Wolverton there getting ready to talk about the search efforts. Let's go to him live right now.
Is everybody ready? Okay. Good morning, everyone.
All right, we're going to step away from this press conference right now, but Shreveport Fire and Rescue continuing their efforts to search and find Deshaun. Still ahead on KTVS 3 News Midday. Today is the big day for Bossier students going back to school. Plus Storm Team 3 meteorologist Brian Fallow have a look at your forecast. Be right back.
Don't just sit on the sofa when you're at home, Devon. Health experts encourage us to do some chores or just stand periodically while watching television.
Okay. Well, you know, I'm standing now, so when I go home, I have earned some time to sit down. All right. Okay, have you heard about Snap Maps? I bet your kids have. Snap Maps are a new feature on Snapchat that allows users to see where you are in real time. So we're joining the Marion County Sheriff's Office and other law enforcement agencies and asking you to talk to your kids about internet safety. Become a net-savvy parent and learn how to protect your children on social media.
Okay, something else to look out for.
That's right.
But there's more news. Okay, tomorrow is going to be a big day. We are taking on first news for the state cook-off title.
Getting my
flip and win. Flip and
practice in there, yep. And Joe's up next with another look at your forecast. Be right back. I'm sure it's sizzling too. Healthcare to budget. Governor John Bel Edwards signing Louisiana's more than $28 billion state operating budget into law today ahead of the start of the new financial year on Saturday. Governor Edwards struck 4 items with his line item veto, including language that would have protected certain health services from budget cuts and would have prohibited the Civil Service Commission from blocking pay raises at Louisiana's levy districts. The budget was adopted by lawmakers on a week-long special session earlier this month after Edwards, the House, and Senate failed to reach a compromise in the regular legislative session. All right, a Texarkana, Texas teen is dead after a rollover crash early this morning. This is a testament that seat belts do save lives. Now, this happened in the 1900 block of Michael Drive. According to the passenger in the vehicle, Brianna McCarley, 17-year-old Houston Hart realized he was going to miss an exit and turned the vehicle hard to the right, flipping the car. Hart was not wearing a seatbelt and was ejected from that car. He died at the scene. Now, McCarley was wearing a seatbelt, transported to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Yeah, I'm here in the Red River Travel Plaza, which is off of Highway 71 here in South Bossier. And this is where a lot of those rescue operations take place. This is where they start. And they have a number of tools to rescue people if need be. I'm standing right now in the Bossier Parish Sheriff Airboat, and this is one of the many tools that they have to get to people who might be in high water. Now, the Sheriff Department also has a high water rescue vehicle, just like the National Guard. Let's show you some video from earlier in the day when we actually went out on that vehicle. And you can see here, the water has flooded roughly 40 to 50 homes in South Bossier area. You can see the toll the water has taken on vehicles that are stranded on the road and homes that have been completely submerged and surrounded by water. And we actually saw some people who tried to wait it out, but today they were packing up and moving out by boat. One of the interesting things that we've seen touring here in South Bossier is that some of the man-made levees, some of them are working, others aren't. There's so much water that the levees that have been working, the water is slowly creeping up to them, and it could be just a matter of time before they're overtaken too.
They're stressed, and everyone is. Everyone's wanting to come back home quickly as possible, but it's just not safe yet. No.
Are you surprised by what you're seeing?
This is just so hard to explain. In '09, the water didn't get this high down here. Last year when the river flooded, the water didn't get this high. A gentleman down the road here said they've been there 70 years, and water's never even come close.
Your heart just goes out to some of the people who you see out there. Their homes, some of them have lost a lot. Some people have lost a little bit. Others, their lives are just turned upside down by seeing all this water. But again, if someone's out there here in South Bossier and you need help, Bossier Parish Sheriff officials, as well as the National Guard, they've got the tools to come get you. Reporting live here in South Bossier, I'm Devon Patton. Back to you, Jeff.